Well, hi, I'm Mary Caton. I'm a sports writer with the Windsor Star, and I'm here with Dean Lapierre, the president of Windsor Minor Hockey Association. We're here today to discuss a new initiative by the Ontario Minor Hockey Association. It's called Respect in Sports. It's an online course that a parent is going to take before they can register their son or daughter for minor hockey next year. And Windsor Minor Hockey Association actually implemented this program this past season because they liked it so much. So Dean, if you could run us through a little bit about what Respect in Sport is and why you guys like it.
Yeah, Mary, it's an online course that we first saw Sheldon Kennedy present to the OMHA 2 years ago. So we thought, what a great idea for us to do. So we implemented it for our novice to Bantam parents in travel and our Adam to Bantam parents in House League. It's an online course that takes about an hour and 10 minutes. You take it once and you're done, and we just thought that we'd be proactive and hopefully helping parents behave themselves better in the arenas.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. I know it's only been in for one season, but have you seen any kind of impact like that yet, to where maybe behavior's a little bit better than you've seen in the past?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's like anything. The bad parent's still going to be the bad parent, but this gives us a defense mechanism where we can go up to them and say, listen, we know you or your wife took this course, so, tone it down a bit. This year, it's going to be, like you mentioned, every player in Windsor Minor, one of the parents has to take it. So again, it's going to be a trying curve for us, but it's simple. You don't take it, your kid don't play.
I've only been involved in minor hockey as a parent for the last 5 or 6 years, and I was telling you a little story earlier. This season, I in fact saw a parent of another child on my son's team, and my kids are only a novice, so 10, 11 years old, and he got upset about the playing time of his son and actually climbed down out of the stands, around the end of the rink, went over to the bench and started berating the coach right in front of the kids in the middle of a game. And this is exactly the type of thing that this program hopefully will make you think twice about and perhaps prevent some of these incidents.
Yeah, it's an educational tool, obviously, and the thing is, that's why in Windsor Minor we have the 24-hour rule. Like, just wait 24 hours. If you're still upset, then contact, whether it's the convener, the vice president, myself, whoever. But just hopefully after 24 hours things simmer down. But yeah, it's just, and it seems like everybody's getting painted the same brush, and that's not the case. But unfortunately, you can't just single out a certain person to take the course. So the OMHA decided to jump on board and make every parent take it.
Right. And I took the course yesterday. It does take just about an hour to get through, and they run through a bunch of vignettes that really they make you think about how you're behaving in the arena.
Exactly.
And hopefully that's the goal of this program. Probably you've been involved in minor hockey for over 3 decades. I mean, you've seen parents yell at coaches.
Yep.
You've seen parents yell at officials. You've seen parents and coaches yell at officials. I bet you've seen some physical altercations.
Yep.
I mean, what's the impact of this on minor sport if we don't get a handle on it?
Well, that's the thing. It's the parents that don't know anything about hockey. They just hear the negative, from the cost to the abuse to the physicality of the game. But you're right, and the thing we notice the most is the officials, the abuse they take. It's like I mentioned to you before, when your order's screwed up at McDonald's or Burger King, you go in there and they fix your order. You don't go in yelling at the 14 or 15-year-old kid. But for some reason, these parents, when it comes to hockey, baseball, soccer, they think that they have the right to yell at these kids. And it's just, unfortunately, that's what's deterring us having officials at the older age group. Why would you go somewhere, I don't care how much money you're making, to be abused by people you don't know because you did make a mistake?
Yeah, and I was speaking to you earlier too, a very shocking statistic. Ontario Soccer Association is also thinking of implementing Respect in Sport for 2015, and their retention rate for soccer officials is just shy of 50%. They're losing half their officials every year. I mean, if there is nobody to run these games, you can't run the sport.
Well, and that's what I reiterate to the parents all the time. We might be the ones running it, but without the parents, the kids, there's no league. But let's not forget, the coaches are important, but without officials, there's no games. So we try to help the officials out as much as we can. Obviously they are young kids, but they got to learn somewhere. It's like your first day in the Star. I'm sure it wasn't as perfect as it is now. So, if they would have just said, Mary, you're done, instead of working with you. And that's what it is with these officials. We try to explain to them, okay, they got to have a little bit of thick skin. Okay, you're going to get the older kids where they might drop a swear word or something, but they're 16, 17. just, you got to absorb it. But after the second or third time, obviously, do what you got to do within a penalty call. But like I said, you can't, it's like a police officer. If he gave a ticket to every car he pulled over, he wouldn't do his job. There's warnings given out. So just, you got to know when and where to do what you got to do.
Right, learning how to read the game.
Exactly.
Situation.
I look at it as like a MAD campaign. Not everybody's going out drinking and driving, but everybody knows, again, Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. It's taught to you since you're a kid. So this, if we can get the kids, the parents at novice, they only got to take it once. So yeah, it's a $12 cost, but the parents are going out spending $300 on sticks, $500 on skates. $12, I don't think is a lot, even if they did have to pay it. We were fortunate enough, we built it into our budget, so the parents just have to take the course. We had some parents that didn't want to take the course, said they weren't gonna. We explained to them that they didn't have a choice, and then they complained about the cost. We said, no, we already paid for it. So then they were a little, laid back. Okay, when do I gotta take it? Well, by August 31st, you have to take it.
Right. And this program has been implemented for 3 years out in Hockey Calgary, and they had the same typical backlash, a small amount of backlash at the beginning. Now they've got like an 80% approval rate among the parents who've taken it, and I've even talked about maybe we should be able to recertify every 3 or 4 years because they got so much out of it.
Yeah, and that's the thing, people don't know. Once you take the course, it's like the trainer course. Ambulance attendants guys, why they got taken? Well, it's not just, it's what you do off the ice. It's what you do leading up to it. It's having two of us in the dressing room with a child, never being alone with the child. You learn all that in the trainer course. So this, if one parent comes out better and says, wow, I didn't realize that I was yelling at my own kid like this, or a ref, we've done our job.
Absolutely. Dean, thank you very much for sharing your time with us today.
I appreciate it.